Hello everyone, I am Neelam Chaudhary, your host for the web series Django Project Based Learning. So, in this series, you will learn Django with the help of the project. So, before we jump into today's topic, do me a favor. Give that like button a quick tap, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. I hope you have subscribed my channel. So, if you have subscribed, let us begin with today's topic. So today we will talk about the views and URLs in Django. So do you remember the MVT architecture that we have covered in previous video? Yeah. So Django is based on the MVT architecture. Whenever a user creates a request and if the backend is created in a Django, first it will go to the urls.py file. It will check whether that particular URL exists or not. If the URL is valid, it will make a request to the view which is bind to that particular URL. Now, we will check whether it has to access the database. If it is supposed to access the database, it will communicate to the models.py file. It will get all the data. Then what it will do, if it has to present the data beautifully to the end user, it will communicate with the template file and then it will present the data to the end user. So in today's topic, we'll discuss about these two things, URL and view. We will talk about the model and template in the coming videos. So, we'll see how to create views to handle the request and how to map the URLs to the views. Whenever you write a view, it has to be bind to the URL. Now, there are different ways to write the URLs. You can write the URLs within the project also, or you can write the URLs within the application. Suppose you are building very big project which has a multiple applications. So the best way is what? To write the URLs within the applications. So it becomes very easy to manage. So I will be showing you both the approaches, but from next video onwards, what I will be doing, I will be creating the URLs within the applications itself. Okay, so let us see practically how we can do it. So now let us see practically. Wherever you want to create your project, go to that particular folder. I want to create in the F directory inside Django channel. I want to create one more folder, episode 8. And over here, I want to start working. I will open this folder with the help of the VS Code. Okay. Now right click, open the integrated terminal. What are the steps to create the application? First, you should have the virtual wrapper with you. I already have the virtual wrapper with me. Then you will do what? You will create the virtual environment. Whatever name you want, you can give it. Then you will activate that virtual environment. You will install Django in that virtual environment. You will create your project. Then as a beginner, you should run and see whether your project is working properly or not. Then create the application within that project. Now this application is part of this project. So what you should do, you should go in the settings.py file of your project and add that application over there. Then save the settings.py file. This is how we are supposed to create the application. So let us do this practically. So let me first create the virtual environment. AYM ANB, whatever name you want, you can give it. Since this is episode 8, I will give the virtual name as also 8, ANB 8. Whatever name you want, you can give it. Now my virtual environment has been created because I can see the command line over here. Now what I'm supposed to do? I'm supposed to activate with the help of the command ANB8 / scripts / activate. So this will activate the virtual environment. You can see the name of the virtual environment on the left hand side. Okay. Now In this virtual environment, I'm supposed to have Django. So I will install Django with the help of the command. Let's install Django. So the Django is installed successfully. Now what I will do, I will create a project with the help of the command Django admin start project. Whatever name of the project you want, you can give it. Since this is episode 8, let me give the name of the project as EP8 space and dot. If I'm giving the space and a dot, the only difference it would make in the directory structure. I will not have a root directory or the outer project. I will directly have the inner project. Okay. Now the project has been created successfully. What you will do as a beginner, check whether your server is working properly or not. py manage dot py run server. You should run the command from the You should run this command wherever you have a manage.py file. My manage.py file is in this folder itself. Okay. I'll run the server and I'll check whether I have done everything properly. So you can see it has been installed successfully. What I will do now, I will stop the server with the help of the command Control C. And now I will create the application. To create the application, what is the command? py manage.py start app. Whatever name you want to give, you can give it. Suppose I give app1. Now this application that has been created, it is supposed to be a part of this project. So I have to tell this project, this application is your part. That is why I will go in the settings.py file of the project and I will include the application. The name of the app is app1, either in double quotes or a single quotes, both are fine. So my application is included inside the project. So what is the next step? Now I want to create the function and I want to attach the URL. Now whenever I'm going to this particular URL, what is happening? I am saying this Django is been installed successfully wala screen. But what I want to see, whenever somebody is going to hit this URL, they should see, hi, this is my first Django project. What I will do, first I will have to write the logic. Where do we write the logic? We write in views.py file. Inside the application, go in views.py file and write down the logic. You can write down the logic with the help of the functions or the classes. First, we will see function-based view. Let us write def. Since it is a Python file .py, you are going to write a Python code only. Okay. So def function 1 is, suppose it is going to greet. So I write the name of the function greet. It is going to take the object request. And then function will return HTTP response. Hi, this is my first project. Okay. Now, this is nothing but a class which I need to import. You can click over here. You will see from Django.http import HTTP response. When I will click over here, you can see it's already automatically written for me. Okay. You can yourself write it down or you can do it like that way. So from Django.http is a package from where you want to import this class so that you can use this. Okay. Now I've created a function. So do you remember what I had said? Whenever you create a view, it should be attached to a URL. What I will do, I will create a URL. There are two ways to create a URL, within the project or within the app. Let us first see how to create the URL within the project. Okay. So since I want to create the URL in the project, I will go in the project. I will open the urls.py file and I will write over here. So which URL? Suppose on the homepage I want to see now. I will come over here. I will write path on the homepage. Call the function read and you can give the name. That is optional. But what is the importance of giving the namespace? We will see in the coming lectures. Okay, it is totally optional, but it's better you write it down. It is going to take you to the index page. I'll write index. Okay. So this view is part of which application? App 1. I will have to import it. How do we import? From app 1, import views. Okay. So it will import the views. Now what will happen whenever somebody is going to click on the home page? Home page means the basic URL 127.0.0.1:8000. What is going to happen? It will call the function greet from this view. It will go in view and it will call this function, and this function will return a text. Hi, this is my first project. So let us run the server and see whether it is working or not. Let us run the server with the help of the command py-h.py server. So let us hit URL. Okay. Hi, this is my first project. So on this URL, I can see this function. Suppose I want to create one more function in my views. What I will do, I'll create one more function. I can write this name as func2. It will take request. This is a, then it is going to return a response. Next function. This is a text that I will be able to see. Or what you can do, you can write over here text. You can write down the variables, or you can have the HTML also. So let us write h1 tag. Close h1 tag. I have created another function. So if I have created another function, I will have to create the URL for that function. And where I'm creating the URL? Inside the project. So go in the urls.py file, write down path. Where I want to attach, I will have to give some URL, because already on the home page I'm having one function. Let me give the next URL as next slash. And whenever somebody is going to hit over here, which function should be called? The name of the function was func2. Don't do any spelling mistakes while writing the function. Okay, you can copy and paste directly. Namespace func. Save it. So now, whenever somebody is going to click on 127.0.0.8000/np, okay, nx, and next, then what is going to happen? Then this function will be called, and what this function is doing? This is going to return you h1 tag. This is second function. Okay. So on 8000 port, I'm having one function. This is my first project, and on another port, I'm having the function. This is my second function. Understood? So now what happens? Sometimes when we download the project from the GitHub, what they do not attach anything on the home page. So over here, they can give us like great. So now what is going to happen? So nothing is attached on the home page. So now if I'll click on 8000 port, what I will see? I will see page not found. Why? Because on this URL, no function has been attached, right? Can you see? This function is attached on this URL. This function is attached on this URL. So that is why on this port, I'm getting page not found. So if I want to see the output of this function, what I'm supposed to do? I am supposed to go in the URL file. I'm supposed to see where this function is attached. So this is attached to greet. So I will come over here and I will write greet. And I will be able to access that function. Understood? So this was how to create the URLs within the project. Now let us go for the second approach, That is how to create the URLs within the application. Okay. So what you will do, I will comment this 2 line that I had added. Okay, I will comment this line as well. So now I will go in the views. Suppose these 2 functions are already created. Now I want to attach the URL within the application. So in the application, what I'm supposed to do, I'm supposed to create the urls.py file. Click over here, write urls.py. It will create a urls.py file. Inside this, I'm supposed to write everything. So what I will do, I will go in the project folder. I will copy the entire thing and I will paste it over here because I will be writing the same thing again. So I don't need admin. I will remove this. I don't need this path over here. I will remove it. I'll remove this. Write everything out. So what I'm going to do from Django.url import path, because I need a path and I need a views. From app1 import views, or instead of this, what you can write dot as well. Because this URL is in the current folder, so you can write dot as well. So either you write the application name or a dot, both is going to work in this scenario. Okay. So what is a path? Suppose on the home page, I want to see the function views dot, the name of the function was create, name, whatever name you want, you can give it, x, put a comma. Next function also I want to attach, I will write path. On the next page, nx slash use dot, the name of the function was func2, name is equal to it. So now what I have done, for this view and for this view, I have created a URL in the application. Now I have created the URL, but my main project doesn't know that urls.py file has been created. So I will have to tell the project that there is a urls.py file. Kindly include that URL in your project. So what I'm supposed to do, I will go in the projects.py file and I will write path. On the home page, you include, on which link you are supposed to include, I'm saying that. Include which one? From app1. There is a file name URLs. Kindly include that. Okay. It is giving me this error because I'm supposed to import this. I'll write comma include. Okay. Save this. So now what I am saying, whenever somebody is going to click on this URL, what it will do, it will go in my app1 and it will check the urls.py. It will go in my app1. It will check the urls.py file. On the home page, I'm supposed to call this function. Okay. And on this link, it is supposed to call this function. What is going to happen? So now I click on the home page, I will see the function. This is my project. If I click on next, I will see the function. This is my second function. Understood? First it will come over here, then it will come over here. Suppose this urls.py file of my application, I am including on some different URL. Suppose on, I want to give the name as app1. So what is going to happen now if I want to access that particular function? What I'm supposed to do? This greet function is attached to the URL. Okay, it is on the home page. But either this the real home page, you'll have to see inside the project, it is attached where app1. What I'm supposed to do, it means whenever somebody is going to write app1, say 127.0.8000/app1, then it will do what? It will see on this link what is attached app1.urls. So now it will do what? It will go over here and it will see. So now what is going to happen after this? In the app 1, I will be able to see this function. And if somebody is going to write app 1 slash and next, because here I have written and next, I will be able to access this function. Understood? Again, if you are going to come over here and if you are try to access on the home page, you will see page not found, because on this particular link we have not attached any function. Okay. So what we have done today we have seen how we can create the URLs within the project. If you want to include within the project, you write it like this way, or how to include the URLs within the application. If you are writing in the application, you have to tell the project that this application is having the URL, kindly include that. Okay. So before we end, kindly like and subscribe the channel, as it will boost me to create many more videos, and I will be coming with the next video very soon. Till that time, if you have any doubts in any video, kindly write down in the comment box. I will give you the replies. Thank you for having me.